something very different this week.
We've done obviously all the leagues, haven't we?
Yeah.
Now we're going
Cup winners, internationals.
Premier League winners.
Yeah. And I think this week, just a stalwart of proper grassroots football.
Assistant manager of the Royal Oak in the Sheffield Imperial League.
Love his coat, me.
I love his whole
Socks.
outfit.
Yeah.
I just love him, in fact.
Yeah.
His passion for non-league football, for Sunday League football, is nothing short of remarkable, isn't it?
Do you know what? His views on top-tier football
Bang
are
on, aren't
strong.
they?
Yeah. So it's...
For those who don't know who Steve Bracknall is, massive on social media as assistant manager of the Royal Oak.
Mm-hmm.
So like we said, it's a very different episode. It's looking at a completely different level than the one that we usually do. But for me, it's a great insight, and what a fella. So should we get him in right after we've mentioned our sponsors for the series, O'Neills Sportswear. Links in the description. If you want to sort your own team out, I mean, we told him that you might want to sort Royal Oak out, see if we can sort out a bit of discount. Or if you want to get an Undr The Cosh shirt as well, that link's in the description.
We did ask him, but there would be conflict with Carpet Dave.
Oh yeah, that
if you
was
remember.
it. Yeah.
So not sure if that's going to happen.
Dave.
Last thing we want is Carpet Day throwing his dummy out, innit?
Yeah, I forgot all about Dave.
Would you mind if I mentioned Friday Club?
No, go
Just
for
a bit
it.
of an advert.
Go for it.
If you don't know about it, it's us three chewing the fat on
All things, there's a lot of sex talk and sex stories, isn't there, if you're honest?
If you're sick of football, you know, we all like a bit of a respite from time to time, and we look at some of those other issues that we might have in
We are
life.
the Dear Deirdre of the podcast world, aren't we?
hard-hitting stuff, life-changing stuff.
Yeah, we've had people get engaged from it. We've had people get divorced from it.
So the audio's over on Spotify and Apple. Hopefully we'll have some videos on Spotify soon as well.
Every Friday.
Without
Fail.
fail.
We do grafters, don't we?
Should we get Stevie in then?
Yeah. Buckle yourself in. It's a whirlwind.
Mr. Steve Bracknall.
It's the socks over the jeans, innit? You go and meet him, Johnny.
How we doing? You alright?
He sets up.
You alright?
I'm alright.
You love the part anyway.
Fucking.
To work with your socks tucked in your jeans.
I've not been working. I've been looking after our Nicky's mother. She's fell off and broke neck of femur.
What's that? You wanted a drink, love?
Fucked. Got carers in.
Steve, do you want a drink?
Your hip, basically.
Right.
So she's due a replacement. But this is a brilliant, this. Hold on. We all right to have it up?
Yeah.
Brandy.
Right, yeah.
We best crack on. He's got a funeral on old Terry. What's that for?
It's a bit early for that, big un.
Fucking lovely. Brilliant.
Is that for the raffle or for now?
Raffle. Trying to get some fucking funds in club skin.
I've seen, I've been following.
Proper skin. But we'll go into it. 1, 2.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Media duties, innit?
This is a first for us.
Out of your comfort zone, lads.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be all right.
They say never meet your heroes, but I don't believe it.
Ask all you
It's
want.
like the king's
One of the
coming to
most
town.
familiar faces, colourful characters from grassroots football.
Representing.
Represent.
Someone's got to do it, hasn't they?
It is actually more important than what people think, innit?
We'll come on to it, but I feel very passionately about it, to be frank. Very passionately about it.
So just as a summary, obviously you've been doing the videos with Oak and
Royal Oak.
Yeah.
We started filming it 15 years ago because I'd watched a documentary about a football team on telly, and our Olivia and Nikki. Well, we filmed it, but we weren't very good at it. So then about 4 years ago, our Olivia said, you should fucking film your stuff and put it online, and I can't work all... I'm crap with Instagram and Facebook and all. I says, I can't do that.
Is that
She
your
says,
daughter?
Yeah. My teenage daughter. She says, I'll run it, yeah. I says, all right. We did it, and And it properly went viral, like. And she's explained, since then, she's explained how to work all these platforms and that. And it's took off, like. But I wanted a proper Amazon documentary.
Yeah.
They fucking said no. They shut me down.
You went for the top. You went for the big one.
Oh, wait your way down.
Have you had better
I've
on
ended up
phone?
on it under the fucking cosh. But we can go into all that, honestly. Like, it's been a great roller coaster ride. And then recently, we're on and up again. But it's just that's just like Sunday League. You have ups, you have downs. But we're riding a wave, no doubt.
But it's exploding, isn't it?
Exploding.
It's
And I might go back to Amazon and say you fucking missed boat. And if you want it, it's going to cost you 5 times more than it fucking were originally.
Wow, are you going to charge them and all?
I were that.
Bezza won't blow her.
Fucking hell, Royal Oak have got a 12-seater stadium, 12,000-seater stadium.
Let me turn this off because our Nicky will ring me no doubt.
How long club been going? How long have you been involved?
So we formed in 1997. Literally where you sat now is where we formed. Me, I'll go back from start. Are we filming now?
We're on.
Right. Let me start from very beginning. I were always into my football. Decent player, played semi-pro. I were a better centre-back than I were a striker, but I prefer playing up front. I found defence very boring. Anyway, I was playing at Matlock at the time. I'm a sparky by trade.
Yeah.
My day-to-day work's sparking, and I work for Paul Sampson, first team manager's company, PS Electrics. Anyway, I was playing for Matlock in County Cup. I've gone that way, my knee's gone that way. I've done ACL. And I honestly, it still haunts me now, like thinking about, and you know what it's like. I don't know if you've ever done it, but you'll have had colleagues done it, and it's a very serious injury. And at the time, I was working all over rewiring shops, Aberdeen, Dundee, fucking hard graft. Anyway, I was laid up, and I says, Nicky, because Nicky, Nicky's my childhood sweetheart. I married her. We met her at school, and I married her. Like, I love her, and she could see I were down in dumps because football were all I knew.
Yeah.
Football were all I knew. So I were laid up, and I says, Nicky, I'm done working away. I weren't seeing her much. All right, we'd go for a carvery on a Sunday or something, or go into Oak on a Saturday night. But, you know, weekend had gone, and you were back out up Aberdeen. It was too much. And I were down in dumps, and I says, Nicky, she says, you need an hobby because you're doing my head in round the house. And I got me sent back on my feet, but career were over, and I knew it were deep down. All right, I tried to play again, but it were never the same. And I remember it well. I was Sunday afternoon in here, Sunday tea time. Terry were here, and I says, I want to get back into the game, Paul. And he says, why don't you do your badges? I went, fuck badges. Fuck badges. I don't need a certificate for however many grand to tell me that I'm qualified to take a bunch of... So, anyway, long story short, there and then, literally where you're sat now, pal, Royal Oak were formed in 1997. And Terry and June said, look, it could benefit us. Get some money out Wetside on Sunday afternoons. You guarantee 12 lads supping on a Sunday afternoon in Royal Oak and we'll back you. And I says, can't say fairer than that, no problem. And that's how it were formed like. But we weren't filming out back then. I mean, mobile phones had only just come out back then. And dream has always been, continues to be, to play at Meadowhall Premier League, which is, I think, if you're not from around here, that's the creme de la creme of Sunday League football, like, you know.
Have you heard of that, Johnny? Have you heard of that league? Is that not what your mates playing in that?
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, you're from over
I'm
Hill, aren't you?
Up a nice bit, yeah.
I'll get on to that. I'm going to Barnsley to play on a Sunday morning. We'll come on to that. But, and that were always dream. All right, we haven't achieved it yet. No doubt about it. But so that's how we formed, really, and it went from there. And I don't know. I think my timeline might be at alter cock, but our Olivia, she's savvy. She's on Xbox. She's on this. She's on that. She's right up to date with all technology. She says, Dad, I'll tell you what it were. I was sat at home and I was watching that Sunderland thing on Netflix. And I'm sat there and I says to her, Nicky, that's all staged, that. And they've got it all, Amazon, Arsenal all or nothing, Tottenham this. It's an absolute racket because it's all staged. There's a script in that. And I were ranting and raving, and our Nicky went, do something about it. I'm fed up reading about you. And our Olivia said, film Royal Oak. I says, nah. Film Royal Oak, I'll set it up on Twitter and that. It was Twitter then before Musk got his hands into it. And I says, all right. And they laughed at me. I says, we're going... And other reason I wanted to start filming it is because I believe in transparency. And that's what's gone from game. We're Radcliffe now at Man United and such as... There's no transparency. I want transparency from top, and I'm talking Terry and June, who are classed as owners, down to bottom, Bob the Bucket. And I wanted to show whites and all.
Bob the what? Bucket?
Bob the Bucket, our club physio. All right, he does me head in. He's been our physio for years, Bob. Comes in here early bar, he's 6 till 8, he's done then. Done good after, he has 4 John Smiths, he's done. And people say, he's not a trained physio, he's not trained this. Kid were at St John's Ambulance for years. No, I'm joking. No, honestly, I wouldn't have anyone else do my line, ever. And I wanted to be transparent with fan base. I'm fucking sick of modern football. Sick of it. I can't believe what we've done to institutions that sometimes, some of these institutions that they're messing with are 150 years old. And I can deal with that. I get it. It's a money game now. They've got to sell it around the world. But it's how quick and how easy we've let it happen. That's what breaks my heart. So I had a purpose. Olivia came down with camera phone and I said to the lads, and I said to Arnick, you don't want to be on camera. She said, no chance. She runs a beauty salon about 2 miles down the road. She says, I'll help you and I'll support you, Steve, but I'm not going in front of the camera. I said, some people are made for it, Nicky, some people aren't. So she stays behind camera, and Olivia set me up. I'd never heard of TikTok or Instagram or that. It's a lot to get your head round, you know what I mean? But the action's been fantastic, and I'll tell you why the action's been fantastic, because it's relatable.
Yeah.
Real stories, real people. And I've just been saying it before we started filming. I had a kid, me old Johnny, works down London with media. And I rang him, I says, Johnny, get in them commissioners, them channels, get in officers. He says, I'll go and band it about, Steve. Amazon, Netflix, Apple, ITV, Channel 4, BBC. I says, I don't give a fuck, get to them all and tell them that there's a proper documentary to be made. Blanket no across board. Blanket no. They don't want it. They don't want it because they know what they want is yes men. They want yes men. So they're not going to have it. So... But like I said, I'll bide my time. No, they'll come, but it'll cost them 4 times as much.
What were your original fee? Can you remember?
I think I asked for 10 grand. I said, we can make that on 10 grand. All right, I'm not a producer.
Good round number though, isn't it?
Sounds good, doesn't it?
What do you think, Bucket Bob? We'll go for 10, fuck it.
Wait, what do you think it's cost them to make that Arsenal documentary? Be millions.
Yeah.
And no one gives a shit about it. Arteta with some inspirational quotes. I've fucking heard it all before. Come down to Darnell and see what it's like on a piss wet Sunday morning. That's what they want to see.
Have you got the back end of the players and Kenny and...
Terry, not Kenny.
Terry, sorry.
Landlord Terry. 100%. 100%. All right, we have us fallouts. I struggle with house it sub. I struggle with him big time. But that's about man management, innit? Paul, he likes his tactics. He likes a calm, fluid approach to a game.
So Paul's manager.
You're
assistant.
team manager. I'm assistant. All right, he likes his tactics.
Yeah.
I'm man management.
Man manager.
See, if it were me and I were that hammering, he's hung Rashford out to dry hammering. Hung him out to dry. Kid's absolutely off his nut round New York in a onesie. And he's going to hang him out to dry publicly. What would I have done? Got in my car, gone to Marcus's house, knocked on the door and said, well, you need an arm around you, mate. I get emotional thinking about it because I know what these players go through. Yeah. And I'd have put my arm around and said, what's going on, Marcus? Why are you fucking about down Brooklyn in a fucking onesie? And it's about... Housey, for example, can't hold down a job. Kid never pays his subs. Never pay... But it's all right on a Sunday when he's coming in and feeding Bandit. I won't have it. And I knew something was going on with him. And he said, he come... Me and our Nick, it's like an open house in our house with old players. And I tell him, come and talk to me. My office, that's my office, basically. My office is open. He comes in, housey, he says, I'm struggling with work. Can't help. And I got him a job down at Windsor Frozen Foods. All right, it weren't glamorous, but we're going to pay, it had paid bills for the kid. It were on nights. All right. He's rang me, Steve, I've messed up, what's up? I've left freezer doors up and I've fucking defrosted like 2,000 chicken goujons. Honestly.
It's a simple mistake. Anybody can do that.
Sacked on spot.
Really?
It cost him about, I don't know how much 2,000 chicken goujons cost, but it's not cheap, I imagine. But what do we do? And this is what I mean as a club and as a community club. Cousin sees Terry, Terry, kid's struggling. No problem, get him some shifts behind bar. But every solution in Sunday League provides you with a problem. So I've got house in here, behind bar at weekends. I've told him, play your cards right, keep your head down. Could be bar manager, no doubt. I know Terry will do that. So what's the problem now? He's having lock-ins on a Saturday night. I know lads, Tommy, Winnie, all right, Bob the Bucket goes at 8 o'clock, but they know that now, if they're in here for 11 o'clock, and I probably get Terry in trouble here, they're going to up until 2, 3 o'clock. So now they're turning up pissed up, smelling like an ale cart. So every solution you bring creates another problem in Sunday.
They're turning up to match day.
Because they're in here till A3 pissing about, pissed up.
Yeah.
At what point do you think you're pissing in the wind and just say, right, if we want to get to that next level?
Look, I can either sulk, and I do sulk, and Nicky will say, Steve, I don't want it. Shut up about it. I sometimes I do think, is it all worth it? But then they'll turn up one Sunday. Let's talk about Barnsley. You're from Barnsley, aren't you?
I am, mate. Aye.
I remember we drew, won Welling Cup. Now,
Big team.
for anyone not from South Yorkshire, a Sheffield team going to Barnsley is like going to Galatasaray away. It's absolute. You've got to, and it's the only place we'll go on a minibus together. Usually we'll convoy it. Barnsley I'm not staying around about. We're in and we're out. And we went and there were like 16 lads in car park, all up in Stella, 8 in the morning. I says, we fucking get in. We were already fucking dressed, no warm up. We got in. We were literally under Cosh on in game, like smash and grab, 1-1 now. And it's them moments you go back home and go, it is worth it, yeah.
Buzz bouncing on way back.
Oh, like you've never known it. We're going in and out of lanes. I'm telling them to calm down. And I'll put 100 quid behind bar after that, no problem.
Out your own pocket?
Out of my own pocket. So that you get them moments of like, this is all worth it. And stuff online, look, I'm on Undr The Cosh. And I knew press and media duties had come once success came online, but that's part and parcel of the game, no problem.
Yeah.
But what I won't do is be sanitised. I listened to him the other day, Postacoglu, and they're like performing monkeys. Literally, post-match interview is him relaying what happened in game. You know, we let a goal in, then we recovered well. Well, I've just fucking watched it, I know that. I want to know a bit more in depth about how you're feeling, Ange. And that's what I try and do. I try and put me out online for the club.
Is there I've only just from the videos that I've watched, is there a power struggle between you and Paul? Obviously, him being the manager, you being assistant.
This is what you do, your lot. Press. No, you try and you try and niggle me. I know what you've done now. You've gone on. You've been in car, don't we? And said, "That's that." You're winding up. Well, it's fucking worked, all right. Taylor and Clough, Fergie McLaren. There's more. Most successful management teams have been a duo. I'm not asked about titles. Call me assistant. Call me fucking whatever. They complement each. I'm pissed off with Paul, to be frank, in the last few weeks. He fucked off to La Manga to golfing for 3 weeks and left me to Old Fort. And yeah, there is tension.
You don't like the responsibility, though, of being the manager?
No comment. No comment.
We could fucking disperse this duo here. Let's rein it back in, lads.
No, I've no problem with it. I know my worth. I don't need to prove my worth to your lot.
So do you think he should be going on his golfing holiday when the season's finished?
Season.
Well,
Yeah.
that brings me on to a very good point. I fucking hate Guardiola, me. I hate him. And I hate Klopp. And I'll tell you why I hate him.
Because he goes golfing in La Manga as well.
I shouldn't laugh. They talk about Klopp this, Klopp that. He came and destroyed our cup competitions, destroyed them. Single-handedly took an hammer to him. I've lost my trail of thought now. Hold on, bear with me. Guardiola. What were your question?
I can't remember, Miss M.
We're fucked here. No, I honestly, I'm
Him going to La Manga golfing, weren't it?
That were it. So, we play next to a river. Our ground's next to a river. And you can imagine what flooding issues we have. Waterlogged. So we might not have a game. We're lucky if we get 2 games in between November and January. That, if we're lucky. What happens then? We had a fixture pile up in May. And our Nicky likes to go away in May. She likes to go, I don't know, Canaries, Ben El Medina. So I'm nervous during the winter period because I might have to turn around to our Nicky and say, fucking holidays off. What do you mean? Holidays off. Fixture pile up. I cancel my holidays. And Paul's there going, played an 8-course in La Manga, Steve. Brilliant.
Do you think his priorities are all wrong? Is that what we're saying?
I can't speak for him. He refuses to do any of this media stuff. He refuses to front club up. I can't speak on behalf of him. And I won't do. But Klopp comes over and Guardiola comes over and they talk about a fixture pile-up. It's all you hear from them. Fixture pile-up this, fixture pile-up. They've just spent fucking 250 million quid on players. They've got 35 players in their squad. I'm lucky sometimes if I can get 10 on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then Klopp's come over here and he's fucked FA Cup up. The FA Cup, they've lost it. He's cost Telford, whatever, at Tamworth, £1 million, Klopp. But he sleeps at night. But
I agree with you on that though. Like they're not travelling from fucking Preston to Plymouth on a Tuesday night on a bus and getting back at 5 o'clock next morning and then travelling to QPR away on the Saturday. They're flying, they're fucking everything's incredible for them.
It's honestly, and we've just let it happen. FA Cup. Oh, you're kicking off. You're playing. What time's kick off? FA Cup third round. 8:02 in morning. A Portsmouth away. Thursday nights, 8 o'clock. They've fucking killed it, and we've let it happen. And nah, no chance. And other thing that gets me go, absolutely gets me go, and I turned it off. Arteta, Lampard, Guardiola rocking up to FA Cup final in a Marks and Spencer's fucking blazer. You get your best suit out. I said to our Nicky, I've got 2 dreams, me. I've got 2 dreams. Winner. Hold on, number 10's here.
How we doing, mate?
How we doing?
You all right, pal?
How we doing?
I'm all right, you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you, pal. Nice to meet you, mate.
This dad.
You went on walking in here last night, were you?
I've got it. These
Lamb
eggs.
chops.
Is it?
Is this for meat raffle?
We're going to have to get... That's for meat with skin, mate. We're going to have to get... put that in an hamper. Teddy's getting you that. And just get it all set up because I want to... But we're going to have to go... You're going to have to go to Butcher's across the road and get another lamb joint because I want to charge £3 for it.
I'm meant to be working, Steve.
All right. Just take them.
Half a dozen eggs.
Without the lid.
And the free range.
Terry, can you put them in freezer? Yeah.
What, eggs?
No, don't put eggs in. Just put the rest of that in freezer and then go to Butcher's and get a lamb joint and then we'll price it up and all that.
Sorted. Any chance for a pint, Terry?
Yeah, no problem. Good lad.
Nice one. I'll sort it.
Where we're at, yeah.
Is that your centre forward?
He's our number 10, ex-captain.
Why is the X?
Right.
I
Explain that one, man.
I called him in toilets at Royal Oak. I don't know if you can say this on your podcast, but I called him in toilets at Royal Oak with another person. And when I questioned, we had an internal investigation.
It weren't your Nicky, was it?
No, it were a man. It were another man. And I called him in cubicle and I says, they looked all coy and I said, you're either cottaging or sniffing. We're not sniffing, we're not. I says, well, I didn't think you were down for cottaging. I didn't have you down for it. Anyway, we had an internal investigation. I stripped him at captaincy again at Tommy at number 9. But back to FA Cup. And I'm sat there thinking, fucking what happened to us? FA Cup, you wore your best suit, you had club badge on chest. I've got 2 dreams, me. 2 dreams. To play Sunday Meadowhall Premier League and to play in a cup final at Stockbridge Park Steelers' ground with a cafe hopping. Stood there in front of Jamie Vardy stand. It'd be the proudest day of my life. I could get emotional thinking about it.
Would it be spoilt if the cafe weren't open?
It'd be open. We'd take 2 minibuses from here, no doubt. I reckon they'd shut pub. It'd be the biggest day we've seen since we've formed.
How close have you got to that one of them finals?
Semi-finals, lost in 120th minute. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. And kid went offside. No linesman. Semi-final. And this is what gets me about Sheffield Sunday Imperial League. Semi-final at Blade Superdraw, which is like very prestigious, and they have not sent a fucking linesman. And he must have been 3 or 4 yards offside. I'll tell you the story. I'll win it. We rocked up one Sunday morning. No ref. We ain't got a ref. Fucking brilliant. Winnie's father were there. He says, I'll ref. I says, be fair. There were no bias, like he says. So Winnie's father's reffing. First 5 minutes, when he's gone into a tackle, he's got up and wrongly slapped kid. So when his dad's got to send him off now. So he's rocked up to him. He's gone, number. He says, name. He says, name. He says, you fucking get it, mate. It's that sort of stuff. It's full of character in it, Sunday League, but
Did he send him?
Oh, he had to go. He had to go. No, and I paid fine. I paid fine because it was a good tackle. But and kid reacted. But I don't get on with Sheffield Sunday Imperial League.
Are you on that? On
I've
their
got
case?
a rate history to do with him. About a few years ago, I had a. See, we've got a massive rivalry with Nags Head. Massive rivalry. That's a gastro pub up road. Oh, and in my opinion, they shouldn't be able to play in pub league because they're a restaurant. It's not a pub if they sell tempura prawns, mate. That's all I'm saying. And let's go into that, shall we? Nags Head and Brian Marshall.
So, just for some context, where are you now?
We're in fifth tier.
Fifth tier.
E division.
Right.
They're in C.
Right.
So it's a bit like Forest and Derby at the minute. It fucking hurts, mate.
Yeah.
They've got a bit of coin as well.
Well,
Let's get on to it. Tempura King prawns, aren't they? Good gear.
Let's get on to it. I've never liked Nags Head pub, me. I've always preferred boozing in Oak. But our Nicky likes it.
Proper pub.
Yeah. Teddy don't do...
Boozers.
All right, he'll do a funeral buffet, put you an hot and cold buffet on. And for, you might pay £6 per head for hot cold buffet, £8 for hot buffet. And that includes gammon, beef, rate spread. But that's all right, that's for an event or a presentation night, for example. These lot, Nags Head, it's a gastro pub. Because I wanted to start a youth academy, me. And I wrote at Sheffield Sunday Imperial League, I said, I want to start Royal Oak Youth Academy, under 10s, under 11s. I got this right sacky letter back saying, sorry, Steve, but we no longer allow children's football to be named after a public house. I was fucking fuming. Because I want to give back into the community. But this is what they're like, because Brian Marshall, who's manager at Nags Head, is like that with him.
With the committee?
Oh, like you've never known. But anyway, our Nikki said to me this is where rivalry really started. She went, Steve, I want to go at Nags Head, it's quiz night. I thought, fucking hell. She wanted to go in because it's got they sell all these different gins, rhubarb gin, blackcurrant gin. Fucking every gin you could name, does my nutting. Comes back with his goldfish bowl. Anyway, I had a Peroni. Cost me about 13 quid for one round. Anyway, whatever. We sat down, did pub quiz. And I remember it he would doing quiz Marshall because he sucks up to ownership. So I've gone in toilets and question were, which actress played Liz McDonald in Coronation Street? Now I fucking used to like Cora. I've come straight out and gone, Beverly Callard. Marshall's gone, he's cheating, he's Googling in toilet. It's all fucking kicked off. I've said, you fucking... And it's proper gone off. I've said, no, don't. And our Nicky's saying, no, he's always had a soft spot for Beverly Callard, blah, 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 blah. It's all gone off, like. I says, down your drink. And I thought, fucking, I'm drinking it. I says, we're off. I'm fucking barring me, son. And I've never been in since. Never been in since. And then Marshall, it all kicked off about, we drew him in cup 4 years ago.
Are you happy with this draw or not?
I relish a derby. It's what football's all about. I would relish in it. Anyway, their defender's gone straight through my striker, Tommy, and I mean straight through him. I've walked on. All right, things have got said, things have got thrown, fucking lot's gone. These things fucking blah, 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 blah. I gets called to disciplinary meeting, and referee on day with Nicholas Cooper. Another one. He runs a speed awareness course, so you can imagine what sort of bloke he is. Marshall's all over it. I got a letter. My heart dropped. A letter dropped on our Nicky. Our Nicky says, you've had a letter, Steve, from Sunday Imperial League. You're called to, and I'll tell you, you'll know where it were, because you're a lot of playing at Crooks Club. You're doing podcast live there. I was called to the back room at Crooks Club for a disciplinary meeting. You're welcome to have someone represent you. I says, fuck you. I'll go on my own. I went on my own. And I had them banked to rights. This is what it's like, the corruption. Because it's not just at FIFA, it's at Sunday Imperial League and all. And it said, Cooper's report said, Mr. Bracknall entered the field of play in a very aggressive manner. Now, I talked to you earlier about my ACL. I walk with a limp. So I was walking with my limp, and he's described that as aggressive. He says he proceeded to call me a selfish bastard and asked and was derogatory about the fact I work on a speed awareness course, something like that. He then left the surround. I showed him the red card, and he left the surrounding area in a Vauxhall Astra, and that's where I had him because I drive an Insignia. So
It's like O.J. Simpson's.
I took words out of my mouth. I've took logbook. I've said
I took
logbook. At back end at Crooks Club, I can show you at room. I've said, I've dropped it on the table. I've said, Vauxhall Insignia, and that were my O.J. Simpson with glove moment. When he tried on them gloves, case fell apart. I knew I got him.
Chucked out of court.
It's a kangaroo court. They'd all come down. Plan were to go to Rajput for a celebratory curry after. They've called me back in, banned me for 6 weeks. I missed quarter final. I got a 150 quid fine. They'd fucking chuck buck at me.
Was it your demeanour, do you think, that went against you? You what did you wear? Would you go suit? Or?
I went suit and booted.
You did proper?
Best suit.
Proper. Marks and Spencer's job, like. Proper. I was absolutely devastated, and I felt it. And, but it doesn't just affect, that doesn't just affect me. On a Sunday, Housey can't drive. I pick him up. Kids now got to get 2 buses to home ground. All right, you can get a day saver. You can go on tram and bus. But kids, if it's turning up piss wet through, he got colds, flus. They don't, and they said to me, this is best bit, on match days, we don't want you within 2 mile radius at home pitch. I live a fucking mile and a half away. I says, what I'm meant to do, leave house. It's an absolute, it's corruption.
And how was the form, because obviously that's your time, innit, before a game. I've seen your team talks and stuff. How did the lads do? Which is probably more important.
I think they won 2 and drew 1. But I were on WhatsApps with him all week. Blah, blah, coaching was still there. But it was heartbreaking. I were at fucking Sunday mornings at TK Maxx smelling reed diffusers and that. That's why I said to the lads, when they complained and not turn up, I says, you know what's hard here once this club fold, like, you go in to buy cushions from Dunelm Mill. Or you go in for coffees at Costa, that costs you £6. Retail park after retail park. All right, go for a carvery, go for a walk. No wrong with that. But that's what's hard here. Because that's what happens if club folds. If we don't make this club. So when they're saying, Steve, you're too passionate about it. All right.
Purpose.
See, I think you should have took your Nicky to Lanzarote in that 6 weeks. You could have sent your text messages.
I wanted to be there. I wanted to be around it. I wouldn't have been no company for that. I can't sit in a bar somewhere and I don't know that. Carta del Pueblo, whatever it is, and my head wouldn't have been near me. And she understands that.
Before games, could you get on FaceTime out?
No, we're allowed. They sent officials down. It was all right. Fucking, I was stitched up proper. But Marsh, and I've told, because I won't mind, Meek. I don't mind. But then when we're on committee, their roles never come up for vote, and they don't like me going to AGMs and that because they know it's same with him Infantino at fucking FIFA. I was watching it the other day, me. Saudi Arabia. It'll be a 8 World Cup that you can't sub. Let's be frank. What is it? 2034 World Cup in Saudi Arabia. And when they confront him about it, he makes you feel guilty. He says, no, football is for everyone. We must take it to all corners of the globe. Well, I can't see a World Cup in fucking Guatemala, mate. All right? It's right, innit? Mm-hmm. And they like gaslight you into thinking it's right. It's a fucking stitch-up. I can't wait. But mark my words, they'll soon fucking open floodgates with Madrid and Saudi, because that's...
Well, they did it in Qatar, didn't they?
Yeah, they won that. It's all a load of bollocks. Winter World Cups. For £12 a pint. Can only sup it in a hotel. Fucking joke.
It was good, though.
Did you go?
We went.
That must be on some rate money. And I've not asked for the fee today.
Quick drinks break, gents, to talk about our favourite VPN service, NordVPN.
Have you been watching out?
No, I've not actually. I've not had time. I'm busy. But I have got a couple of lads on it because they're going to Benidorm for Cheltenham.
Right. Oh, they're there whilst Cheltenham's on.
Yeah, well, Cheltenham, so they'll be able to watch.
Bounce the location
back, and they'll be able to do whatever they need to do Well, they're in Benidorm.
Yes.
Say no more, John.
I like it. Because if you don't already know what NordVPN is, like John's just said, you can bounce your location from anywhere in the world and bounce your location from the UK to over 111 different locations across the world, I believe now. So that it appears like you're there. You can watch your sports while you're abroad or watch sports that are going on in other countries.
I think the first question that springs to my mind, is the security still watertight?
Oh, tighter than ever. Because it's not just about bouncing your location, it's about keeping your bank details, your passwords, everything under lock and key.
Do we have an offer?
Do we have an offer? Yes. Of course we do. 30-day money-back guarantee plus, here's the big one, 4 months free as part of your subscription.
That's a third of the year.
Where do they need to go?
Absolutely free. All you got to do is go to www.nordvpn.com/kosh, or you can follow the link in the description.
Of a bash. Going back to Winnie, you know, like you said, what happened. But was it just ability that kept him, that kept your faith in him? You know, that we talk about Tarat, the QPR. He had his misdemeanors.
You get these players at clubs, don't you? Mercurial talents, I call them.
Arrogance.
Cantonars. He's a bit like old Josh Windass at Wednesday. Arrogant. Slight bit of arrogance about him.
Like it.
I like it. I nurture it. Fucking wind them up. I remember playing, who did we play, Winnie Darnell? Or was it Rose and Crown? Rose and Crown. And I thought, I've got to get some, we needed a Winnie, it's a good side. And I thought, I've got to get a fucking reaction out of Winnie. And I just went up to him quietly before the match. I went, that number 5, I've heard him just call you the fucking twat. Like, I wound him up like, fucking spring. When he was on, he was buzzing like, but they're the players. You need to have them players. I'm not just good. And I'm not going to hang kid out to dry. You know? You've got to nurture them players. Get them wound up.
And can you think you're good at identifying that? Who needs an arm round them? Who needs a bit of a rocket?
I like to think so. Tommy's an odd one. He's our striker, number 9, and he's had weight problems, no doubt. I'll say it openly.
Snap.
You know what I mean? You can sympathise with him, Parkin, can't you? And I went to Chippy Clare's up road, and I says, and some people might say I'm overreaching here, but I says, Claire, how often's Tommy in here? She went, every Friday.
At the chip shop?
Yeah, fish chips, mushy peas, and then he has a battered roe to walk out with. And I said, dumb it, anyway, I shrunk portion, I did. I went behind his back and I said, give me a child's portion. Then he's coming in dressing room, she's a fucking red tight bastard, Claire, her portions I says, that's fucking disgraceful. But it's stuff like that, you've got to work dynamically.
Yeah.
You've got to be dynamic. And what happened, I made a mistake with Tommy. He come back from pre-season drastically overweight and I wrapped him in a bin liner. Because I'd heard that Gaza did that for 98. Or he didn't work out for him, didn't get picked. Lot went up. But I heard that he were running in black bags. But I nearly created him a problem because I think he was dehydrated. Like, he stormed off and it was dangerous.
Got to do these things, don't you?
There's no science to
Have
that.
you got,
Is there?
on that, you know, because we talk about the Sir Alex's, the Cloughys, you know, having your spies. So have you got the inside information from the Chippy, from the... Or what if they're drinking somewhere else?
We ain't got a good history of scouting and spying. 5th round at Cup, last year, I sent Bob the Bucket to spy down Ecclesfield Park. I said, 7:30, get to Ecclesfield Park, watch them because they'll be practising penalties. Because if this goes to penalties, I want to know where they're going. Bob went down, 7:30, Ecclesfield Park. He did my research, he fed back. I wrote it on, on water bottle. I wrote every penalty taker down on water bottle. We were prepared. Well, I'm watching penalties on centre circle. Bob's next to me. And every fucking penalty kick were opposite to what we got written down. I says, Bob, I thought you'd scouted him AF7 Ecclesfield Park. He said, Hillsborough Park, you said. I said, Ecclesfield Park. He said, Hillsborough Park. Scouted wrong fucking team. Kids went wrong way every time we got knocked out at Cup. So sometimes, all best efforts you want, but sometimes you can't get...
Did you get a round of fucks for that?
Oh, a round of fucks. I didn't speak to him for 3 weeks. Well, listen, but he's had a... Oh, Bob's had a bad fucking month, like his wash kit, turned away kit pink, which usually away kit's white, he's turned it pink. He's not washed water bottles out over Christmas, so when he's been supping 8-week-old water, got shit.
Saw that, yeah.
But this is, listen, I could chuck dummy out, I can get upset, I can get wound up. This is part and parcel of the game. And Amazon and Netflix don't want to see this.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
They've got no lamb, only pork, and it's like that. Is it going in or what? Put it in.
£3 a ticket, and then we'll launch it last man standing and all at weekend.
Fucking hell, they want
I've got a Sharpie bag there.
But this is it. That brings us nicely on to investment and money. Because that's problem at minute. We're like, we're skinned. And about 4 years ago, we were approached for a takeover. Gary Wainwright, Mailing Motors, he owns Carlock down there. He started turning up in Rolls Royce, and I thought, he's fucking sniffing here. No doubt about it.
Turning up at matches.
Turning up at matches at Rolls Royce with his right hand man. All right, Steve, being overly friendly. And I thought, what's he fucking want, Wainwright? And listen, I had to listen to him. Because a lot of them talk, but not many of them won't walk. I believe it when money's on table in terms of investment. And he were wooing us. He took us out for cutters. He took us out for this. He took us out for that. And it seemed great. His plan for club seemed great. I'll buy you a new minibus. We'll brand it. We'll get you new tracksuits. Don't worry about equipment. Cones, bibs, balls. We'll get it all. I want to sponsor you, Mailing Motors, and I were open to it. I'm not daft. I know that this Sheikh Mohammed's not coming for Royal Oak anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a list of people that way and right. But this is what happens. Slowly, but surely, they reel you in. And during late stages at takeover talks, it became apparent what were happening. I think we need a new colour. I don't think black and blue's right branding for home kit. Fucking Vincent Tan style. Wanted to change colour of the kit. Do you think maybe we could get a youth development? So maybe we'll change name at club. Do you think badge needs an update? They get their clothes in, and before each same tie down Hillsborough, getting his clothes into club and changing fabric at club. I says, Wainwright, get his then fucked off. I'm all right with Terry and June. And what did he do? He went and invested in Nags Head. New minibus, new tracksuits, new this, new that. And they're waltzing about now, them lot on an air-conditioned minibus. Fucking initials on tracksuits, all that job lot. I says, they can leave them to it. What they called now, Nags Head Summer. Nags Head, and it's just covered in Mailing Motors. I'd rather not sell soul at club.
Did you just start turning up once, you'd seen the videos, once you'd gone popular online, so it's one of them?
This'll happen now. Yeah. This'll happen now. They'll all start sniffing. Where were you in fucking 2010 when we were fucking struggling then?
Is there any regrets though when you sort of meet Raffle out and that? And
listen, you can take all my followers on Instagram, take them all on TikTok. You can chuck it all in bin. I'd give it all up now for survival this season. Yeah. I'd give it all up. The only thing that matters is our Royal Oak performing on Sunday.
Do you mean survival as in the club, or are you in a relegation zone?
We're in a relegation battle. We're 6 points adrift, but we've got 7 games in hand. Because the pitch has been frozen for about 2 months. We can do it. It's about belief.
Are the lads still with you?
Say that again, sorry.
Are the lads still with you?
Yeah. Listen, if we get relegated, I'll stand in front of them cameras and I'll take it. I'll front them. I'll protect them players, no doubt about it. But there's work to be done. No doubt about it, there's work to be done. And do I regret Wainwright? No, do I fuck?
Yeah. Still got the fabric of the club. Still got the...
See, I think Wainwright might have made a change at the top, got a different manager and assistant.
This is it.
I think.
Fucking goodbye, Vienna. You want to see you get
sweeping rug.
To be fair, though, the Nags Head, they have tempura prawns on their raffle, and it's a £5 a ticket, making a fortune. Pissing it.
Sharing platter.
What about, so to get out, obviously struggling at minute, on the pitch, what about a bit of recruitment?
There's a kid, old Gavin Fern, plays up football at Crooks. But what I won't do is go and nab someone else's players, because unlike some, I've still got respect. You've got to approach me in right manner. But Old Gavin Fern scored 23 and 26. Kid knows where back at net is. And I've sent a few, some whispers out. Bracknall wants to talk to you.
so really you are touting a little bit.
No, I've not. I'm just putting some whispers out. There's a difference.
You've not knocked on his front door, but you're not fucking far off, are you?
Anyway, I ended up in ball up crooks and I bumped into him. And I just said in passing, it's quiz night in Royal Oak next week if you fancy it. All right. Give him a wink. And he's come and met me. I says, Gavin, what do you need to come and play for Oak? But a lot of them talk the talk, but did he turn up now? But I'll tell you what Gavin Fern's problem is. And it happens with them all. They get giddy on ale.
But does it matter if he's got 23 and 26? That's what I think.
We'll see. Anyway, I've let him know that. But it's hard. It's hard. And, I want to mix up. Parks, the right back's 53.
Fucking hell, no wonder you didn't bottom fucking 3. Jesus fucking Christ. Stand back, Chad. You have got a fucking defib, haven't you, down at Royal Oak?
You can laugh. It's about blending experience with you. So it's about getting new blood in. No, but I'm telling you now, Parker.
Might as well put your Nicky at fucking left back. If
we're 1-0 up with 15 minutes to go at Handsworth, and you want someone like Parksy on pitch, experience to go calm down. All right, getting skinned every 2 minutes, but he can organise.
You got to wheel him on.
I can't take piss out of it. He deserves a testimonial. He really does.
Fucking hell, he wants a medal in him, mind a testimonial.
It's about a blend of youth and experience, really. All right, we're a bit weighted towards experience at the minute, but we'll find a way. I'm not going to sell. All right, Parksy, sorry. Loyalty.
I think.
But
if you be too loyal?
If you wanted to get to that fucking next level.
I know what you mean.
Ruthless.
It's worth considering.
Who spoke about it? Dorking guy, Mark White.
Yeah.
He says he's been too loyal to his players over the years.
Do you clash with Paul on that? How does he see it? The
He's
loyalty you've got.
He's often saying we need new blood in. He's too old, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to sell my mates down like
You see allegiance to
I
to the
fucking
lads,
do, yeah.
mates.
I fucking do.
Is it not a boy late picking him up from the old people's home every Sunday
Oh,
morning?
no, he's all right. Only problem is when he can't follow instructions. Other week he turned up, he was on the other side of fucking river. How am I going to get across river? I says, you either swim or get in car and get fucking here, Parks. Kid can't follow instructions, but I'm not selling people that line. Success at what cost is what I say. Success at what cost? There's a way to do it, blending youth and experience. There'll be a way to do it, synergy. That's what I think.
There'll come a time, though, when you can't do it.
It'll be a sad day, no doubt. And we'll give him a rate doing here.
Yeah.
Put a buffet on. We'll have karaoke.
Are you going to go £6 cold or £8 hot?
Oh,
Oh,
we're not.
fuck, not scrimping and
25
scraping.
years at club and you don't get kid a not buffet.
I got a few tempura
And I don't care what that costs. I'll pay for it myself. Not bothered.
Took a few tempuras on foot, lad.
Oh, them lot. Don't have your funeral. Well, you will have no choice in it, will you? But at Nags Head, about £12 an head, you get a sharing patter of one posh sausage roll and a Scotch egg. Teddy will put your rate spread on. We'll go if you've got time, and he'll show you at Buffy in there. Rate set up. Not that I'm advertising, but he caters for every occasion: funerals, christenings, and weddings.
Speaking of Terry, do they not? They don't interfere.
Not on footballing matters. We'll have an AGM every year, and that'll be where it's club at. 5-year plan.
Yeah.
Can we get to Meadowhall Premier League? Do you need any funding? What do you want after matches? Sausage and chips, goujons and chips. We don't have goujons because it'll cause Housey a fucking trauma, ain't it? PTSD. And then we'll have stuff like that. But what happened last time when Wainwright takeover fell through is old Carpet Dave stepped in. Because I can't expect Terry and June to just be funneling money through club. Hospitality's in at 8 tacking. So I can't be expected them to fund club and pub. But shortly after Wainwright took off at Nags Head, he collared me in car park. He went, Bracknall. I went, what? He went, I says, what? And he got 500 quid out, put it in top pocket and hit me on the cheek. And I says, what's that for? That owes me no. He went, that's to save club, that. And I get emotional about it now because I says, what do you mean? He went, put Carpet Dave. He owns a carpet shop, like. He went, put Carpet Dave, carpet's done right on front of that shirt, and I can have that 500 quid, mate. Nicky ironed it on. fucking safe club, like.
Looking good and all.
And
Did it take him a long time to design that? What? Sheila, what can we put on this sponsorship? We'll put a fucking carpet on.
Yours is part of fabric. That's a proper sponsor ironed on.
We'll put a carpet at the top and Dave's carpet's underneath. Fuck it.
Problem is now he's had gout and he's got COPD, bless him. He hasn't been able to fit carpets lately, so that funding line stopped, and this is where we find ourselves now. Because it's all right, oh yeah, you've had 1 million views, you're viral, blah, this. Where's money? Where's money? Lovely, I've had 2 million views. Show me cash. Show me cash.
Dave's got to be happy though, hasn't he?
Oh, he's laughing, him. He's laughing. Well, he isn't, because he's not very well, but... And I know what'll happen in fan base, because I'll start doing... Because now Anne Olivia was saying, Dad... I says to her, Nicky, when she went, Dad, you're viral. I went, fucking hell. I woke up one morning and I says, Nicky, I'm going to be an influencer. I'm telling you now, I'm going to be an influencer. Brand collab. But that'll cause some rate disdain in fan base, that. When I start doing collaborations and all that stuff.
Are you worried about people, like you getting too bigger than club even?
I'm not the star at show. The club's bigger than me. But I can see it. I can see it causing a rate stir.
You're thinking about that now, though, aren't you? Keeping your feet on ground.
You've got to be dynamic.
Fan base.
You've got to be dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what if a Wainwright come now then?
I'll talk to him. No doubt. I'll talk to anybody about investment. But it's got to be on our terms. It's got to be on our terms.
That's if they want them changing club colours, changing the name of the thing, it deceives the point of what you've been all about.
I've built this up from ground up, 1997. It's like him down Hillsborough. Chance of this, chance of that, chance of that, chance of this. It's a fucking ego project. I'm here to serve customers at Royal Oak FC. I'm here to serve people like Carpet Dave. Old Avon Donna, God bless her, she's died. She went like that in Benel Medina. Fucking heart attack. She used to come and watch us week in, week out. They're people who I need to honour. I'm telling you, proudest day of my life is when we took a 16-seater minibus away in that semi-final. I was so fucking proud because I thought, we can do it. And all right, now we've done well on Instagrams and TikTok. All right, Steve, all right. But we're having selfies in Asda and that. Now Nicky says, you're getting too big for your boots. I says, Nicky, I'm not. This is about something bigger. This is about something bigger, about representing grassroots football in this country. Because for too long, it's been ignored. It's too long it's been ignored. The fucked FA Cup. They're sending World Cups to fucking Middle East. What's next? FA Cup kickoffs at 8 o'clock at night. It's heartbreaking. 150 years old competition.
What kind of feedback have you had from Grassroots?
They love it. Finally, Steve, someone's standing up for us. All right. There's certain clubs I don't want to represent. Answorth, Wilder's old team. And I go a lot. A very good friend of mine, Chris. Very good friend of mine. Although we're absolutely disgusted with the fact he stood on a fucking pub table the other week and started singing about sausage rolls because I found that very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And I'll tell Chris to his face. For those that don't know, when Wednesday beat United, when United beat Wednesday, he was pissed up road, and he was singing derogatory songs about Wednesday's gaffer. But he's saying, Marshall, when they beat us, he was outside here setting fucking Catherine wheels off and that. He was like World War III.
From the Nags Head?
Yeah, come down here and I was ready to go. Nicky's got me back. Do not go outside. Do not go outside. I'll fucking go outside. I found that disappointing from Chris. I really did.
Because Joe Root was in amongst
He
it
was
as
in
well.
there, Joe Root. Should know better. They're all media trained. They should know better. But they've got to come to Hillsborough. I'm a Wednesday, aren't me? Sorry, Parker.
No, it's
They've
all
got to come down here and egg will be on his face. And I'll tell you now, there'll be a lot of sausage rolls waiting for him outside if we turn him over.
Don't be wasting fucking snap on it.
I'll order a lot from Greg's. Give me a van full and I'll fucking say, nah then. Good at booze and Chris. But listen, Chris is another one. They laugh at me. Where did Chris start? Bradway, Sunday League. Sheffield Sunday League.
Well, we all did, really.
Where did you start, Parker?
Barnsley West End.
See, a player like you I'd sign tomorrow because you were proper arse and elbows out. Proper. Get it into Parker's chest, feed off, feed off scraps, and that's where Winnie comes in. A player like you, mate, I watched you a lot in your day, and honestly, I was very impressed with you.
Oh, thank you. You'd have watched me a bit more if I'd have signed at Sheffield Wednesday.
Did you ever get an offer for that? Not that it's your interview, it's my time.
Turned them down.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why? Can I ask why?
Yeah, I went Cardiff.
Fucking Cardiff! Vincent Tan, I bet he owned it. Tan,
I did, I. I'd have worn any fucking colour shirt, no bother.
You'd fucking go away and right tomorrow.
Oh, I'd be a 10 would have prawned off my tits.
Fucking no good, Parker. But he started so you never know what might happen. All right, I went into Sparking. Chris went up to Premier League. His life took different paths, but he started in Sunday League. He understands it. He should have known better that night than to sing that. He looked awkward, old Joe Do. Like, well, he wanted the ground to swallow him up. Disrespectful, young German coach coming over, and that's how you treat him? Nah. And I'll tell Chris to his face.
On that, obviously, we talk about the fabric of the club and having loyalty to the lads, but what if another club comes in?
For one of my players?
For you.
No, for you.
It'd have to be a very lucrative offer to take me away from home.
So you're as bad as everybody else then, aren't you?
No.
You fucking are. As long as the money's right, you fucking are. Here, Winnie, fuck off.
I won't do it now.
Get fucking old casual left back doing
I'm
it.
at a stage of my career now where I can, I'd like to go down part-time Sparking. That's my aim. If I could go down part-time, I could spend more time. I'd like to get into youth development. That's where I think my heart lies. I want to see that 10-year-old come up through ranks and go, he started with Bracknall. Fucking, I'd love it. But what did I do? I wrote a letter to Sheffield Imperial League. You can't name a youth side after the pub. Every time they put stoppages and blockages in front of me to try and let me express myself. And now, I'd love to see their face now, because they know media scrutiny we're getting.
Might be worth putting a soft play back at here, eh?
Start them young, that's what I say.
We
have a fundraiser we have a proper community club. We have a fundraiser every summer. We put a bouncy castle up. We do fundraising. Last time I sat in a fucking bath of beans and that, raised 168 quid for local hospice down here. I do a charity night with Barry Bannon for Children's Hospital. All this stuff. What does Brian Marshall do in Wainwright? Fuck all. It all gets funneled back into Mailing Motors because it's. I'm not saying what they're up to.
It's not for community.
It's not for community.
How much would you look to raise from the meat raffle, sir? You've got a pork joint, half a dozen eggs.
A couple of pig sticks.
Just to keep the club going. What are you looking to raise weekly?
Meat raffle, £3 a ticket, 50 quid. But this is a problem. We need to be more organised. We've got to be more organised because when you want to get them is a Sunday afternoon. Super Sunday's on, it's rammed. They're all hungry because they're about to have the dinner. What does they do? Forget meat raffle after sell it on a Tuesday. Pub's dead. You've got to. It's about timing, and we have got to be better, like PR wise and structurally behind the scenes.
How much do you have to rent your pitch and pay for refs and all that? So how much does it cost you to put a game on a Sunday?
Pitch can be 150 quid. Ref, 40 quid. You're 190 quid down straight away. Balls, but we play next to a river. There's more mitre deltas in North Sea now than, honestly, every 2 minutes. They can be $8.99, Sports Direct. And then I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and I've thought about it long and hard. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a sum up machine, you know them contactless? Start doing them. Beep, beep, beep. Because now, since COVID, I've got no cash, Steve. COVID was the worst thing to happen to grassroots football. Everything went cashless. So I'm going to get a sum up machine, and there's no excuse then, is there? Beep, beep. All right, taxman might get us, but we'll get around that. No problem. No problem.
Do you have training, or just Sunday?
4G. In summer, in pre-season, we train on Hillsborough Park, and this is other thing. And then in winter, we'll go on 4G. This is other thing that happened. 2 years ago, I wakes up. Arctic Monkeys are playing in Hillsborough Park. Brilliant. I like Arctic Monkeys, no problem. We all do. Local lads, literally, from Dart Road. That's my training pitch. So they play. There's 150,000 people over 2 nights on my training pitch. it's a fucking mud bath. Then I'm expected to pick pieces up after. Oh, it was great, weren't it? Mardy bum, a certain romance, played all a bit of good dance floor. I'm sat there looking at an absolute fucking pre-season ruined. And then 4G. Nicky don't like 4G because I come home and all them black bits are all over the house. And this is what they don't see, lads. I work till 6, I go straight at 4G, I do training, and then after, it's spent fucking hoovering. Because they get everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's that sort of stuff they don't see. You know what I mean?
Are you a coach or more of a motivator? You know, if you're training during the game?
Bit of both, really.
Doing shape, set
Usually
pieces.
we'll have a warm-up. No daft. I start front neck and work way down. I'll do a few dynamic warm-ups. Then we'll do a couple. It depends how many turns up. Do you know what I mean? Some nights you'll only have 4.
See, I'm going back to this is your problem. If you're wanting to kick on, you might have to get rid of some of your fucking dead wood. No.
Parks is on borrowed time, isn't he?
What, for the team or in life? The cunt's fucking 53.
You're here to stir shit. You're stirring shit, Parkin, to be frank with you, mate.
Okay, no, it's just a blessing he makes it every Sunday morning, Parksy.
And then we'll have a bit of two-touch, we'll do a couple of drills, and then we'll go into... But I like to get to know what's going on in lads' lives. It's important to know what's going on in lads' lives. Fergie would have mastered it. Ferguson knew what was going on top to bottom. So I need to be an open book, and I tell him, man and our Nicky's outdoor is open 24/7. And if I get a knock from one of my players, they sit down, I make them a bacon sandwich and we talk it through. Yeah.
What's your biggest problems you had with lads? Not mentioning no names.
Oh, I've had it all. Depression. That's a serious subject. I've had depression. Genital warts. Fucking you name it.
That's fucking very serious.
You name it, we've had it. But and the other thing is I don't disclose to... They know that if they tell me something, it stays between our 4 walls.
And are they all willing to come to you?
What's that?
Are they all willing to come to you?
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Knock on the door.
All right, I gave him a bollocking and that, and I gave him a round of fucks on a Sunday, but I hope they know that I care for them. And I do care for them. They're like family. Same with Terry, same with June, same with Winnie, same with Bob the Bucket, same with Park Sale, though we take piss. It's a family. It's a proper football club.
I mean, the changing rooms we've played in, it's the kit man and the physio that is the heartbeat in it.
Unsung heroes.
Is that Bob the Bucket?
Bob the Bucket, unsung heroes. He's up there. What people don't see is if we've got a 10 o'clock kickoff, Bob's on 8 o'clock, poop a scoop, getting all shit off pitch.
Just what you need if he's coming on to sort of cut out, innit? Been fucking cleaning shit up all morning.
All that stuff. Unsung heroes at club. But Amazon don't want to see that. Netflix don't want to show that. They want to show a glamorous side. Who's bothered anymore? It's all the same.
Went for a run yesterday in my O'Neills shirt.
Did you get many
Beeps, whistles, beeps, whip-woos.
Wolf
honking.
whistles or...
Wolf whistle.
No.
Chris, you're an attractive 40-year-old man.
I don't think it's me. I think it's the shirt.
Makes sense.
Well, we have to say a massive thank you to O'Neills Sportswear for sponsoring not just the episode, but the entire series once again.
Custom-made kits, 4 to 6 weeks designed to deliver it.
If you've got a team, whether that's 11-a-side, 5-a-side, 8-a-side, 6-a-side, all the sides.
Minimum of 12.
Yep.
Maximum of... Well, there is no maximum.
No.
They will clothe the whole of England if you order them.
The main selling point for me, though, is the quality of the kit. You know, you just, for the price, for the numbers that you're getting, for how quick you get it, designing your own kit, putting your own touch on it, you can, like we said before, I think you 1-0 up before you've even kicked off.
Disagree with us if you want, but I wouldn't hesitate in wearing that down the pub with a pair of jeans. Or playing 5-a-side.
Or running down Cholliney Road.
Very
Woo.
quickly.
So all you've got to do is follow the link in the description, or you can go to o'neillsportswear.com.
That is very good gear, by the way. It's
Good
probably
piece of kit.
probably the best that we've put his name to.
Unbelievable quality. Unbelievable quality.
Have you got something in place, you know, if lads get injured?
What do you mean?
Do you know, like, lads get injured, can't go to work?
I'll pull a ringer in.
I'm on about fucking, like, lads...
But you can cut that out. You can cut that out because I'll get a ringer in.
But I'm on about for them, like, obviously, lads, self-employed maybe, they broke the leg.
No, it's your own responsibility. I can't be fucking that. No chance.
So basically, it's a jungle.
No one helped me, mate, when I had my ACL and I was out for 6 weeks. Me and our Nicky were skinned. She were working every hour God sends to make sure we carried on like. Now, they enter that field at their own risk. What I do say to them is if you go in for a good tackle or it's an honest challenge, I'll pay it fine. I'll pay it fine.
That's fair enough then.
But if it's back chatting or it's something daft, get it paid.
What kind of facilities have you, talking about that injuries, like do you have to have like stretcher and all that?
No, last time we played up at Derbyshire about 2 weeks ago. Old Winnie, he got absolutely smashed. He's got to come off. I thought we needed an ambulance. I had no signal because we're playing out in Derbyshire. I'll get on to that. We had to bring him off with tarpaulin. Bob had some tarpaulin in back at van. We've got him off with tarpaulin. It was an absolute nightmare. And then, but this is other thing. I was very vocal, and I mean very vocal about this European Super League. Very vocal. I was absolutely disgusted. And what have they done? They've repackaged it. A 25-team Champions League where you play for 7 months and then 4 teams get eliminated. But Sheffield Sunday Imperial, it sets a bad precedent because I know for a fact Sheffield Sunday Imperial League are looking at doing something similar. They want us to extend to Derbyshire and start playing out we'll creep into Nottinghamshire. I know that's their plan and joint FAs. I can't be going out to fucking workshop on a Sunday morning because they're not paying for it. It's me that stamps up petrol because this is their plan. If we play out in Chesterfield, we might as well be playing in fucking Azerbaijan. That's Baku on a Thursday night for us, that. I'm not having it. And that's what they want. I've got my eye on them. And who spoke up about Super League? It was me. I'll tell you what I'd have done with them. Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham. I'd have said, fucking pack your bags and off you fuck. Fucking shut door. What did we do? We gave them buys to fucking quarter-final at Carabao Cup. We reward them. It's a disgrace.
Thing is, if they do look to do that, you're going to be a big pull with the social media thing, so they're going to want you on board.
No chance. I'd chain my centre at fucking railings outside FA headquarters if I had to. There's no way on God's earth that they're going to expand to Derbyshire, Chesterfield. They want it though.
What about if the money's right?
I don't care.
You said that.
All right, Nicky. I'll be home at 6 o'clock. Why is that? We've drawn fucking Chesterfield away. It's not happening. They won't subsidise petrol. There's no chance. Well, we won't get back in Royal Oak till 6 o'clock. Miss Alt Super Sunday.
It's a knock-on effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
For everything.
But they're after it. I know they're sniffing. There's already rumblings of it. And next thing they'll do is bring VAR in. They'll bring VAR into Sunday League. Because they've already started. I've seen them, these young referees with GoPros on them. Oh, it's for my own personal development, is it?
What, you think they'll have somebody
They'll
outside?
have it. They want to bring it in.
Phone.
And they'll cover it up as like protecting refs. Fucking hell. Protecting refs. GoPro and there'll be an iPad outside at pitch and they'll go and check it. I've already seen it. And that's why I'm not too vocal about certain decisions that go against us on a Sunday anymore, because I know they'll use it as a weapon to bring VAR in, which is the worst thing that has happened to football. I'm going to say it ever.
Ever?
Ever.
It's a bold statement.
Ever. You imagine it, Tommy Nod's winner in last minute. It's them moments that make it, you're having a pile on. Sorry, I was going to check iPad. It'll kill it. It'll kill Sunday League.
Plus you'd be home even later, wouldn't you, if there's quite a
Home
few checks.
later. Mm-hmm. They might be talking, all right, 2 hours. They're talking, it can be 3.5 hours with VAR. And they'll do it. And they'll pick up on every word you say. And if he wants to film in here and have CCTV on, he has to have signs up. You are being filmed. CCTV in operation in this property. Refs rock up with a GoPro, fuck all. I'll just fucking film you. How'd Olivia's sat fucking there? Just filming her. Fucking wrong. Not having it. Because that's what they want to bring in. They want a Northern Super League, Sunday League Super League, and they want VAR. Well, they're not going to fucking get it. They're not going to get it.
I didn't realise that was
It's happening.
That was the
There's
case,
rumblings
yeah.
already. And he'll be behind it, Marshall. And Wainwright will have a stake in it. Wainwright already, he'll be... Because you start to build a picture up, can't you, about what's going on with certain clubs. I'm not a yes man. I won't let it happen.
What's your fan base like? How many fans do you get?
We get about... What we do is old Terry will say, hey, for £5, get a cup of tea and bacon sarnie, beer for 10 o'clock, cup of tea, bacon sarnie, a lift to and from game up minibus. That's cheap, that. That's great.
I might start coming myself.
You're more than welcome, mate. And you're a name and a face, so it'll lift... Oh, that lifts PR at club. And then Carpet Dave, Avon Donna, she was a great fan of us, honestly. Right, she died like in 2020, old Donna. Heartbreaking. And she'd done our Avon for years. And I mean, our Nicky had just bought some lip sealer off her.
Do you know what Avon is? Yeah. I didn't know if it was a fucking national thing or
Everyone
what.
knows what Avon is.
Do you know what Avon is?
I didn't know if it was a national thing or not. Or
She
just
owed
like
our Nicky some money for lip sealer, but I'm hardly going to fucking bring that up to Brian's husband after, aren't I? But... And you'll get a few waifs and strafes, you know what I mean? Winnie always turns up with a different girl, like.
Is he a bit of a shagger, is he?
He can't settle down. He's hard. What's her name this week, Winnie? And
I know somebody a bit like that.
Carry on, Steve.
and that's it. But yeah, that if we got to a cup final, I could see a fleet of coaches going. Yeah. Stocksbridge is only 3 mile down the road. Like, you're not far from Stocksbridge's ground, but that would be the biggest day we've ever had. Because I remember cup finals back in there. You were up at 7. Alarm clock went off, didn't it? And you were up watching it first thing in the morning. All build up. And I'd film it all. I'd film us turning up. I would buy tracksuits. I would buy suits. We'd have a coach out and I'd film it all. Coach leaving car park with flags and that, making its way to Stocksbridge's ground. I mean, imagine if it were Nags Head we played. Fucking hell. They'd have to have steward in a lot.
Police escort.
Yeah. It'd be the proudest day of my life. Like.
Would you go suit?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you not want to keep true to what you've...
I switched FA Cup final off when I saw Arteta in a jumper. Thought, you disrespectful man. Come over here in the FA Cup final and wear the fucking black top shop fucking jumper in the FA Cup final. And I'd lead my players out on pitch. Me and Paul up front, I'd lead them out. That's what it should be about. And lifting that trophy. I stay up at night dreaming about it, to be honest with you.
I'm going to ask about that because obviously we've had a few managers on. Mick McCarthy, Big Sammy, they both talked about it in depth of taking it home with you. And you talked about Nicky a bit. Like, is that a struggle?
Listen, me and our Nicky's been, like Forrest and Jenny. We've been there, do you know what I mean? What did I say about Guardiola the other week? And I've got the footage. When he was going through that rough patch, he still is, in my opinion. I said he needs to go and talk to his missus. Ferguson was the same. I forget her name. Oh, God bless her soul. Fergie's wife. She should have won. She should have got a Champions League medal there. She fucking won that treble, keeping him sane. It come out just after that Man City bad run. Guardiola's divorce. That's what's going on. Nicky's a rock to me, an absolute rock. All right, she'll say to me, Steve, I've had enough of it. Tune off. Traitors is on. Shut up. I'm obsessed with Traitors at the minute. I'll just go off to Oak. But I love the woman.
Do you need that, though? Someone that doesn't really...
Bothered.
Isn't that bothered? Just... It's like when you go home to your kids, and
I wish she did care a bit more, to be honest. She refuses to come and watch us. She says to me, if you got to the final, I'd come. I mean, that'd be enough to turn me to tears anyway, seeing her in stands, and Terry and June and that. I've got this image of lining up at that ground and looking up and seeing Terry, June, Carpet Dave, picture the Donna in dressing room, and I'd love it. But yeah, our Nicky, I'd walk the end of earth for her, to be honest, mate.
Going back to loyalty, the loyalty that you've shown, what would you do if one of your lads say when he comes to you and say, listen,
I'm going to
Wainwright's been on?
Brian Marshall were after him on deadline day last year. He says he was measuring up some decking for him. But I caught him and Brian Marshall in pub and we dealt with it. And I said, look, door's there. Off you fuck. But I'll tell you now, once you walk out and it shuts, you don't come back to Royal Oak. All that glitters in gold. I said, I went, he wanted some decking doing. I says, all right, on deadline day. Great coincidence. Pen in hand.
He's got to write your own
I know we were doing quote, he says. Thinks I was born yesterday. But he didn't. He stayed with Oak because he knows where his bread's buttered.
The lads have to pay subs to play?
Yeah. What I do is I do it's £5. But if you get less than half an hour, we make it £3. Housey might only get 10. What I'll do is, and I'll be frank, sometimes it's tactical. I'll bring Housey on with a minute to go because I know it's £3. All right, it's a bit of. He's like, I once brought him on to be draft excluder. No one went, well, this thing now where they lay behind wall. Oh, he were fuming. I says, Housey, go on here and fucking lay behind wall. You've brought me on to fucking lay down. I'm covered in shit. I didn't give him a lift home and all because Nick would have gone barney with mud in car. But it's all part and parcel of game, innit?
I seen the video. I think it was one of their players has come over after he'd scored.
Oh, him, Lee Hill, Gobby, Lady.
Is that becoming
Yeah,
more of a regular
Yeah,
thing?
I've said to, I called an emergency. When that video went viral, I called an emergency meeting. I says, we're here to be shot at now. With press, with media, with oppositions. We've got a target on his head.
Do you worry about people picking up the game as well?
Oh, not many.
We're playing Oak.
Not many. If Oak's made it harder, you know, they're coming to Royal Oak and they're lifting it. This crowd's turning up.
Cameras,
I've noticed it.
Cameras are there.
Cameras and all that. But I'll take that. I'll take the media spotlight.
But lads as well, if they think if I'm playing Oak, if I have a good game today,
Yeah.
I'll get on video.
But him, that Lee Hill, a lot of gob on him. Always been a good player, but always been a lady kid, and it's right in my face, innit?
Have you tried tapping him up?
I wouldn't have him.
No.
Wouldn't have that sort of lairdness in squad. Bad for morale. And then I said, all right, I offered him out in car park. I shouldn't have, but when I got there, there were about 17 of them. And Bob the Bucket's taking glasses off. He's ready to go. I says, I'm going out. Nicky's got a bottomless brunch. I need to go quickly.
Was Bob game though?
Oh, you were ready for it. I says, Bob, you fucking lunatic. I'm driving off. He's, no, hold me bucket. I'll go in. But I don't want any of that.
I've never had it though. I've never had any tear-ups.
Barnsley, your mob. Royston and places like this. Okay, now. There were flares and all sorts. They're pissing on sidelines. Absolute animals, your lot, let's be frank.
Is Winnie good to have in the trenches? Is he side by side?
Yeah. Well, he were until he were caught with Brian Marshall in fucking... But, listen, I know that when it comes on top, them lads would back me. And I'd back them. And that's what it's about, really, isn't it? Same goes for Royal Oak winging in pub, and the same goes for winging on pitch. You've got to be together. It literally says it on badge. Together as one. That's club motto, that. In Latin, it's Simo Amo. We thought about it all. You've got to be together as one. You've got to be a unit. You've got to win as one, and you've got to lose as one. It's very important.
Brian Marshall walk through door now.
I wouldn't piss at him if he were on fire, mate. I don't wish him no ill health. None of that, but I won't piss on him if he were on fire. Because when all that kicked off with Imperial League, he hung me out to dry. You could, he'll ring me. He once rang, the cheek of the bloke, he rang me. All right, Steve, do you reckon Terry had lent me function room for our Sarah's 18th? I went, Marshall, get this in fucked off. And I blocked number. After he'd hung me out to dry and got me a ban and got me a fine, he wants me to ask Terry to lend him function room. No chance. No way, Jose. I blocked number. I says, Nicky, keep that man away from me. But he'll sit there now because it's full. That boozer's full of 10, not even a boozer. That restaurant, that gastro pub is full of 10-bomb millionaires. I've got this, I've got that. Peroni this, gin this. Well away from me, thank you. They'll be absolutely fuming with what's going on with Royal Oak. They'll be fucking fuming.
Should have offered more, shouldn't he?
Wainwright, who's got egg on the face now, Wainwright? Who's got egg on the face now, mate? Because you could have had it all. If you didn't want to change kit and change colours, you could have had it all, mate. I'd have had your fucking logo on Instagram, logo on TikTok, been a right set up. But he's put all his eggs in one basket, hasn't he?
Has anybody turned up that pissed they couldn't play?
I'll talk straight now. I've had people turning pissed up. I don't know what they take on a Saturday night, but I've had people coming out, eyes like saucers. I've even had one kid, or Adam Clark, turn up. I don't know what he was smoking, but he looked like fucking Papa Shango coming out of that car. They were fucking smoke. Oh, I says, no, you can cut it out. I'm not having it. Smoking wacky backer. On way to Eaton Car Park, 20 minutes before the game, and I said, get your said out. It's a zero policy, but I can't prove it. I've got to be able to prove it, Anna. But yeah, I've had them pissed. And that's his problem now with lock-ins. I've got to cut it out. And I'm going to have emergency meeting with Terry about it. No more lock-ins. You're going to ring that bell, A for 11, and pub shuts. Because what happens is they shut curtains, get ashtrays out, and all fucking hell breaks loose. And it's muggins here who picks pieces up on a Sunday morning. Because they can't fucking even tie the shoelaces, never mind play a game of football. And we've got a relegation battle on his hands, so in the next few months I need a tight ship. We've all got to be rowing in the right direction.
Do you see that as part of your role, having a positive influence on the lads?
I feel like I'm a father figure to some of them. All right, maybe not Parks, he's 53, he's 13 years older than me. Roles reverse, but I want to be someone they can look up to and go, I'm proud to play for Steve's team. I'm proud to play. I'm Paul, you know. But I can only do what I can do.
Has anybody got any decent cocks in the team? I always like to ask.
Tommy packs a punch, to be fair to him. I don't often. It's very rare you see him because we haven't got showers. We haven't got a fucking changing room. We get changed on bandstand. But go away to these like Handsworth clubs and now they can all have a shower and that. But I tend not to hang about. It'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
But so are they sat in here Sunday afternoon mucky then?
Sometimes they can roll out here Sunday night, 8, 10, still in fucking kit.
See, I think that's class, me. I like that.
You know what I mean? Teddy will put, he's all right, Teddy will put like some ham sandwiches. There's all sorts come out. It's like fucking English tapas. Fucking brilliant.
If there were $5,000 on table for investing club, what you spending it on?
We need new kits. New equipment. It's balls, bibs. It's that sort of water bottles. Adds up over a year, like.
Can't you just get the lads to fetch their own water bottles?
They'll not bring them, they'll forget them.
And they'll be even more dehydrated.
They'll be even more dehydrated. And plus, I don't want to make Bob redundant. Bob the Bucket redundant. He needs a role, like, you know what I mean?
Does he love it? Does it make him feel?
Oh, he says it. I'm going to be frank now. He lost his wife, old Bob. She had cancer, old Michelle. And he told me the other day, this is what it's about. He clocks me other Sunday, and he says, I want to thank you. He says, what for? He says, since I lost our Michelle, he says, this club's fucking saved me. Getting emotional thinking about it. He says, I don't know where I'd be. We are at Royal Oak. That's what Sunday League's about. That's what football clubs are about. That's why we've got to protect competitions like FA Cup. That's why we've got to stave off your Wainwrights and Infantinos and rest at mob. Because it can change lives, football. And it changed Bob the Buckets. It's changed mine. And if Amazon would get their arse out of the fucking head out of their arse, they could change a lot more by documenting Royal Oak's progress.
If Amazon did get on board and they said, look, we need you to be successful, are you then willing to maybe move the old bastard on? And are you going to do it with the players you've got?
Yes.
Are they good enough?
I don't want them to come in to show that we're a successful club. I want warts and all. Then come into me in our Nicky's house. And I will be speaking to Paul and say, you're going to have to come on camera. Then go to Parks. I'd love him to follow me around as a Sparky for a week. Show what I'm... Because if I'm stuck in traffic on way to a job, notepads I'm doing tactics. No, you never truly off as a Sunday League assistant manager, really. You're never truly switched off, like... Nikki sometimes says, I don't know, my favourite, I love it when she makes fajitas. I fucking love it. Cheese, all dips and all that. And sometimes, we had fajitas other night, and she says, Steve, you're daydreaming, what's up? I said, sorry. I'm thinking about whether to go 4-1-1 or play 5 at back. She went, Steve, be present. And so that's the negative side of it. I can not be present when I'm having fritters, for example, at home and that. And
there's no worse than putting one in and you've not put the guacamole on.
Well, this is it.
Fucking furious.
It's fucking complicated stuff. And I can never wrap it right. Anyway, near mine when I'm wondering whether to play Winnie in a free roll or not. There's that sort of stuff like, but I love it really. Fucking hell, Undr The Cosh. I'm on Undr The Cosh. I've listened. Olivia said to me, Dad, podcasts. What's one of them? It's like a radio show. You can listen to it any time. I says, all right, set it me up. What's my number one? Undr The Cosh. Fuck overlap. Fucking croissants and all them posh bacon. No. Undr The Cosh. I listen to Allardyce one other night. Brilliant. And now I'm sat on it. Sometimes I have to pinch myself and go, Steve, you're all right. You're doing all right. Fucking hell, I've watched you play week in, week out, Parker. I'm achieving dreams. This is it. We've got to enjoy journey. This is other thing. You can think about Meadowhall Premier League. You can think about Cup Final at Stocksbridge. You've got to enjoy journey.
So what could anybody do to help? Just anybody watching, just come down, get involved, get a ticket for raffle.
Come down and watch us. We'll do online raffles, but follow us really. Just follow us. Keep sharing to your mates in WhatsApp groups. It's brilliant now because all kids are taking off all drills and that on TikTok and that.
Yeah.
Just keep supporting us. Keep supporting, keep believing and keep protecting your local clubs. Be proud of your local clubs. Maybe find out when your local club's playing and go and put a $5 behind there fucking till. That's what it's about.
Well, thanks for coming on. If anybody wants any carpets,
Dave's carpets. Has he got a website or is it?
Ian, if you come in Oak, you can take a little business card away and he'll sort you out. He'll come and measure. Does underlay, grippers, job lot. Brilliant.
Well, all best with relegation fight, mate, and keeping club alive.
I know you guys are. You're on at Crooks Club soon. I would come, but it'll cause too many bad memories for me. So I wish you all the best. All right.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, top. That's right. That's where you got your ban, innit?
That's where I got it, back room. Fucking terrible. Thank you, gents. It's been
thanks
very
for coming on, mate.
We got game Sunday.
Loved it.
You're playing Sunday.
No, we've got a week off, thankfully. Then we've got Turf Tavern away weekend. Now that's winnable. That's winnable.
Do you ever just when you haven't got a game, just get the lads in team bonding? Right, lads in here at 12s.
Now and again, if I think they're struggling, we'll do like I'll mix it up and go, lads, we're going to fucking laser quest. And they'll go, what? I'll say, fucking laser quest. And it'll like spark.
Just what you need when you're 53-year-old, that fucking quasar. Oh, sound brilliant, yeah.
Build up camaraderie.
Yeah.
Build up camaraderie. If they're struggling, they're in poor form. We once went ice skating, Winnie twisted his ankle, I says never again. So go-karting or laser quest, something like that. Some team bonding, something like that, you know what I mean? Got to think outside the box. Escape rooms are good, and they've got a few of them down Sheffield.
I tell you what always is good, a stripper night. Can I get a stripper night? Oh.
Nicky won't be having that, and I won't do it. Smutty. World's moved on, Parkin. You should know that.
What's somebody youth academy? Can't have tits swinging around.
You've got to what's going to make the most money?
Strippers.
Exactly. It's all about the club, innit?
That's it.
If you £25 a ticket, I'm fucking heading over.
You could bid direct to the football for Royal Oak
Not a
FC.
problem.
We should
strippers every Sunday afternoon. Boom. Telling you, be fucking even here.
It's been fucking brilliant. They enjoyed myself. Thank you to Terry and June, Royal Oak, landlord and landlady. Can we have a round of applause, please?
Cheers, Terry.
Tell you what, we're obviously recording Friday Club. You ever listen to Friday Clubs?
No, I usually go for interview ones.
Well, we've got to record a Friday Club, but we're doing it up at thingy, aren't we? We're going to at funeral.
Nags Head.
So we're going to Nags Head up Friday Club.
Wainwright sorted it for us.
I'll have a bad word said about Wainwright. He's fucking some guy. He suited me a fucking Ford Focus.
Tempura lunch.
I'm having prawns and got a new Focus.